like to welcome you back to Creative Foods TV, all the viewers and subscribers, and those who haven't subscribed yet. We welcome you to join the channel and see what new and exciting dish that we have here. Today, we are doing a spin-off of a shepherd's pie, and we're going to call it a farmer's pie. Instead of potatoes, we are going to do dasheen today, and it's the same kind of consistency that I have to it and everything like that. Same kind of starch that I have to this. And instead of sheep, we are going to use our goat meat here today. This goat meat is going to be tenderized into the pressure cooker and be breaking down, and it's going to be almost the same kind of consistency as it has as a shepherd's pie. But this is not a shepherd's pie. This is a farmer's pie by me, Chef Brown. We want to welcome you again to the channel. Happy New Year to everyone. All those who haven't joined the channel yet, please don't be afraid to subscribe, share it to your families and friends, and see what exciting new dishes that we have over here for you. Thank you and welcome to Creative Foods TV again, and join us as we get into this magnificent dish that we have created over here. Now we already washed our goat meat down with a little bit of lime juice already, and now we're going to add our ingredients in there. First, we're going to go over it with a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to get it mixed all the way in. Olive oil, just give it a nice little mix, little binding process that we got going on here. After we do that, then we're going to add a little spice just to make it nice, with the cayenne pepper. And we're going to go in with our black pepper right here, and all this is going to mix up and combine together. After that, we're going to go in with a little onion, chop it up right here. We're going to use a half onion. It's not a lot that we got going on right now. So onion, all this is going to go into the pressure cooker with the goat, and it's going to be melted all the way down. Take off a little trash off of here. Some nice little slices. Nice little slices going down. You could give this a rough chop if you want to too, but I just like to cut it nice. Practice become perfect. Throw it all up in here. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get our garlic out. We're gonna give these a rough chop as well. And all this gonna be dissolved into flavor whenever it gets into the pot. Definitely. Dissolve into flavor, I said, buddy.
Are you talking to me?
Nah, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people on YouTube. All right, put this all in here. After we put this all in here, then we're gonna give it a nice little mixture together, make sure everything combined together. Next thing we have right here, we have our cock flavored soup. Then we're gonna have some noodles in there, and they also have some seasoning there as well. We just wanna get the seasoning out of the pack, and we're gonna toss the noodles to the side. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a little something like this, and all the seasoning that's in there is gonna be broken down into the, see that? It's going all the way in there. So this is gonna add a nice little flavor to it. Nice little flavor. Then you just shake it off like that. Make sure all the seasoning as much as possible you get. Put all of it inside of it. All right, that should be enough right there. Just put it to the side. Gonna add a dash of salt in there as well. Enough to taste. Don't need a lot in there for sure. Then give it a nice little mixture. All these flavors combine together. Then we're gonna put it into a pressure cooker and let it cook down. After it's cooked down, while it's cooking down, matter of fact, we're gonna cut the dasheen up and put it on the fire, let it boil just like a mashed potato. Same thing you're gonna do, let it get a nice soft consistency. Then we break it down, put a little butter in there as well, and a little for a coconut in there as well. And then you see all the flavors combine together and make something amazing. What's up, buddy? Oh, good job. All right, that's a nice little mixture right there. So we're gonna get it. We're gonna put it in the pot right here.
Are you pointing over here?
No, sir. All the flavors in here. Whoop. That one wanted to stay, didn't want to come. but he got to come in the pot. This is just a nice flavor to smell already, not even to taste, just even to smell. This is just so amazing already. So we're gonna add a little water, about a cup of water to this, and then we're gonna put it onto the crock pot and let it the pressure cooker and let it cook down for a bit. All right, we got our cup of water right here. We're just gonna pour it in there. You don't want to add too much water because at the end you're gonna have to reduce it down, and you don't want to cook it too much. So just add 1 cup of water to it. See a nice ratio of water to meat right there. It's not gonna be cooking too much. So we're just gonna let this cook down, and some more water is gonna be producing as well as far as the process go into the pressure cooker. So you don't want to add too much water as well. So we're just gonna leave this right here, and then we're gonna put it into a pressure cooker. All right, just gonna open the pressure cooker just like that, drop it in there, close it. Very simple, very easy, and just hit the meat stew button and just let it cook down for a bit. And then we'll just wait until the process. While we're doing this, we're just gonna cook our dasheen up just like the mashed potatoes, and then we're gonna get going. All right, we got the water on the fire right here. Just gonna put a tip bit of salt in there just to flavor the pot a little bit and get the water keep going a little bit. Cover it up, let it start boiling. While it's doing that, we're just gonna cut up our dasheen to put in the pot. So we're gonna trim up the edge a bit. Look at the coloring on it. Beautiful coloring. Beautiful coloring. This tastes amazing. You could make chips in this. There's so much stuff that you could do to it as well. Again, it's just like a potato. Just like a potato. So we're gonna take off the skin off it, cut off this part right here. Gotta put some muscle in it for sure. Just gonna trim it down the side. I could use a peeler, but I don't have the time to use a peeler right now, so I'm just gonna cut it down nicely. Cut down on the side. Just like you do potatoes as well, I'm just gonna dice them up, chop them up, let it boil down pretty good, so it doesn't take too long to boil in the pot as well. Put those to the side. Nice and clean right here. Nice and clean. Very nice and clean. Just gonna chop it up right here. Slice it down the middle. Slice it like that. Just put them away. Same thing with this. You want to put a good portion of mount, so because remember you're going to cover the bowl with this as well. We're going to do this one as well. Cut off the edge, and we're going to do half of this one because we don't want to use too much. You got to put some muscle in this thing for sure, man. Like a potato is just so small, you could cut it easy, but this one is more of a bigger thing, so you got to put some more muscle in it. Those to the side right here. Chop it down the middle one more time, and then I'm gonna cut these in 3 pieces right here. Matter of fact, do it one more time. Make a cross. All right, that's what we got right here. Some beautiful pieces, some beautiful color in this. Amazing. So we don't have to wait till the pot to boil up. You can wait if you want to wait, but I'm not gonna wait. Just put these in there. Drop them all in there. Careful not to burn yourself. And we're gonna let this boil down just like you would a potato. Boil it all the way down and let it get mushy, and then we add our ingredients. In the meantime, you can just sit back and chill. This is not a dish that you could just that you have to just be around all the time. You could sit back, wait till everything is done, then you go to the next process. So we wait while we finish up this, and then we'll come back to the video. All right, we're coming back to check on this right now. See, fork went right through it, broken down. Now it's time to turn off. Now this and the goat is almost finished simultaneously because the goat is almost finished. So we're gonna let this stay for a bit. We don't want it to cool too much because we got to add some ingredients in it, which one to melt down, which is the butter. So we're going to just let it for a little bit. Then we're going to strain off all the excess water. Then we're going to, just like a mashed potato, just like you would do, just put the butter in there, mix it up all together. I'm kind of hungry right now. My mouth is running water. Yeah, and I know this is good too, and it smells amazing too. So we're just going to leave it like this for right now, and then we're going to add the other ingredients to it as well. All right, we got our water poured off it. Now we're gonna put a little bit of coconut milk in there. We don't want to put too much in there. We don't want to get it watery. And also, some of this coconut milk here is gonna go with the goat just to simmer it down a little bit with the carrots and stuff. So we're gonna mash it down a bit right here. Again, just like you do with a mashed potato, mash it all the way down, same kind of starch, same kind of consistency. Then we're gonna put a little bit of butter in there. We're gonna put 1 stick of butter in there. A whole thing. It's gonna melt down fast because this is very, very hot. Mix it all around. Let it melt all the way down. I think the butter is almost melted already. Amazing. This right here is the dish of the year, I would definitely say. Alright, so we're gonna leave it for a little bit right here. Let it cool out for a bit while we wait for our other goat to be finished, so we could start the whole process again of simmering down some of the juices off the goat, and then we'll go ahead and do the layering and then stick it in the oven. This right here is going to be simmered down with the goat after we take it off the pressure cooker, which is already finished already. It just actually synchronized with the cooking after dashing right there. So it's already synchronized, already finished. I'm letting it cool out for a bit, and then we're gonna let out all the steam out the pot. This right here is gonna be diced up with some green onions and also some thyme as well. We use thyme just to make sure the pot is perfectly cooked every time. I'm gonna chop these bad boys up here. In fact, let me cut them one by one. Thyme adds so much flavor to a pot, man. It's amazing. Amazing. Put it right, pot right here. Green onions, thyme. Knife is butter. Let's cut right through it. Make sure you sharpen your knife in your kitchen. Keep it sharp. Never know what you might need it for. Cut this down the middle. Cut down right here. One more time right here. Little dice sizes. Nice. This side, same thing to the other one. Depends on how big your carrot is. This carrot is a very big carrot. Chop it down the middle again. All right. All these ingredients gonna go in one pot right here. Beautiful. Beautiful to put together. Then we're gonna put on the pot on the fire. Got our pot on right here. Just put a little bit of olive oil in there just to coat the pot a little bit. Not too much. This is a big pot. That's why it seems like it's so much, but it's not a lot. After this get heated up, then we throw all that ingredients in. Next, we're gonna go over, we're gonna take out our goat right here, right now, and we're gonna get it shredded up, take out all the bones out of it, so when we chew in it, we don't get any bones in it as well. Letting out all the steam out of the pot right now. The smell in the air is crazy. Even though I tried it so many times, I can't wait to try it again. It's just simply amazing. Right now, we have the pot on the fire right now, getting ready for the carrots, the green onions, and the time to go in the pot. And put this in there just to reduce it down with the coconut milk. Just give it a little extra flavor. Then we stick it in the oven. Pot nice and heated up. Go ahead, put all these in there. Simple ingredients, great food. Put the pot down on medium heat. Let these all sweat down a little bit. Now these carrots loosen up a little bit. Let's go ahead and drop some coconut milk up in there. Let it all stir around. Ooh. Beautiful. Beautiful color, beautiful flavor. beautiful. Everything. It's beautiful. And the aroma in the air. I'm just trying that should be enough for right now. Let's simmer down for a bit while we add the meat. All right, we got the meat off the pressure cooker right now. And let's do a tender check. Tender, very tender, very tender. So we're gonna separate all these bones right here. We're gonna separate them, make sure we get all the meat off it. Remember I told you some water's gonna come up. Definitely, there's a lot more water in there that we originally put in there. So we're just waiting to put the coconut milk in there, cook, reduce it down a little bit. Then we get ready to stick it in the oven. See all these bones right here? You definitely don't want them in there. So we'll just take off all the meat off there. This is hot. You can wait until it's cooled down a bit before you try handling this if you're not a pro at it. Love handling hot meat. Make sure you get off all the meat that's possible in there. Look out for the little small bones in there too as well. Those small bones, they could go down your throat and hurt you. This meat doesn't have a lot of bone in it, that's good. These little small pieces right here, you gotta make sure you get them all out. It's a tedious process, but you wanna make sure you don't hurt yourself in the process of getting something good. Now, the same thing that you use to mash out potatoes, do the same thing right here. Same thing right here. Make sure you break down all the meat. You see how tender that is? That you could just do this and just mushed up together. Yeah, this is how tender the meat is. This is how tender you want this meat to be. Definitely. It's a soft bite every time it goes in your mouth. A soft bite, always. No bones, no nothing, just smooth. All this meat. All just with this broken down. It's like a pulled pork, but it's not pork though, don't get confused. This is goat. Make sure I get all the big parts out of it. I want to get all of this in there now. Mix up with the coconut milk. All of it inside. Wow. I taste a piece of it. Nice and spicy. Nice and spicy. The goat flavor is different in there. Get it all mixed up. Oh, amazing. Just simply amazing. Now some of the jus from what we cook it down in the pressure cooker, just gonna add some of it in the pot. You don't want to add too much, let it to be too watery. Leave it like that. The coconut milk that's in there, it's gonna cut the spice down a little bit. So you can't really taste a lot of spice in it. You just taste a hint of spice. Because we don't want our food to be spicy always, you know. Just want a hint of spice just to bring out the boldness of the flavor in it. So we're gonna let this simmer down for a little bit, and then we're gonna get ready to put it in the oven. We're gonna put the oven at about 400 degrees and let it cook down in there for a little bit. But we're gonna let this reduce for a little bit right here. For about, I'll say about 7 minutes, I'll let it reduce down. Now we're gonna get all this content into this bowl right here. This is a baking dish. All of it in there. That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of meat. This could last you for a couple of days. Sure. Spray it all out on the bottom. Spray it all out on the bottom. All those flavors lay out right here. Beautiful. Now we're gonna shred this coconut milk. Just gonna pour it all over it. Pour it all over. Awesome. Final stage. This dasheen right here. Layer it right on top. Layer it right on top. Wow. Whoa. Beautiful. Still hot. Burning. See, it's a nice ratio right here. Very nice ratio of meat to dashi. What's up, Superman? Got a Superman in the house. Alright. Lay it right on top right here. Beautiful. Got the last of it coming out the pot. Nice layer. Spread it out all even around. Wow. Nice. Beautiful. All right, just for presentation purpose, we're gonna make some little, you know what I'm saying? Just run your fork across it like this. Do it all around the side too. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're not even done yet. All right. Amazing. Hey, the mind is a beautiful thing. Don't waste it. Yeah, I think I'm good for right there. Now the oven is at 400 degrees and we're gonna stick it in there for about 30 minutes, let it finish. After 30 minutes, then we're ready to take it out and it's ready to be served. Look at this amazing beauty right here. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Lovely. All that meat right there and all of that sheen on top. You can see the coconut melt down in there as well. All those flavors combined make one beautiful dish, but we got to put it in the oven for about 30 minutes and finish it up. What a wonderful dish already. Beautiful. Farmer's pie. Stick it in the oven. Close it up. 430 minutes. Let's go. All right, guys, we're almost here at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to your family members and friends. Those who are good in the kitchen already, trying to get better. Those who have perfected their craft and just trying to get some more recipe in their arsenal. This is the right place to come. Thank you for coming at Creative Foods TV today. As you can see, we have a beautiful dish here in front of us today. This is the farmer's pie, the wonderful and delicious farmer's pie. I'm just letting it cool down for a little bit before I slice and start plating it up right now. This is just a simple dish, amazing dish. It's something that you can just put on the stove and just go sit down for a bit, watch a movie, then come back later on and start doing the process over again. It's not a lot of ingredients in it. Very simple to make. Got a nice spice to it. Also got a nice creaminess to it. It's like butter in your mouth, definitely. This is something definitely to try in the kitchen. We're just gonna let it cool down for a bit before we try it and give it a taste test, but we already know it's A1 already because everything we do is perfected. And thank you for coming out here to Creative Foods TV, and I'll definitely show you when we slice it up and plate it and show you the beauty that we have. Thank you. All right, we're gonna use a knife and slice into it. Right across. Beautiful. See, this could be a family dish right here. Definitely a family dish. Cut it right here. Beautiful, still hot and steamy. And then we can just go right down right here. Man, I don't even know how I want to do it, but yeah, let's put it right down there right here. Nice little cut. Everything's still in contact. Then we're gonna use this and pry it out. Ooh, amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I just tasted. Yeah. Yeah, man. Put a little coloring on top. Sprinkle it all over. Yep. And this is our dish right here, ladies and gentlemen. The farmer's pie. Farmer's pie. Beautiful dish. Beautiful dish. Beautiful. Meat's on the bottom. Beautiful farmer's pie, guys. All right, guys. Here we have our farmer's pie dish. My creation, new creation. I want to thank y'all much for joining me today. We're going to get biting into it. Let's see what we got right here. Nice chunks of meat in there. Nice chunks of goat meat. Still steaming. As you can see, my mouth is definitely running water. This is a family dish right here if you want to make it. A family dish. We still got a whole bunch of leftovers right here. So, or you can leave it in the fridge for days. You have food for days. This is going to be good. Very good. So you're going to want to eat it over and over and over and over again. So we're going to dig in. Bon appetit. Smooth, smooth, creamy, tasty, flavorful, nice, no bones, everything just melt in your mouth. It's a beautiful dish. Amazing. I'm on the spicing it. Thank you for joining Creative Foods TV. I hope you make this at home with your family and your friends. Share it with your loved ones. Thank you for joining Creative Foods TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.